As the times have evolved, technology in the classroom has become a lot more integrated. Even though it allows us to get information at any time, I think that should be limited in the class because it starts to decrease test scores, it's distracting, and it increases the plagiarism. It's found that when technology is brought into the classroom, students' test scores plummet. In a study done by the Director of Education and Skills, researchers found that in the classroom, school systems with more computers tended to be improving less. So this fact is something that teachers should take into consideration because their job is to help educate the kids, and if these resources that they're providing us with are causing us to do worse, I think that they should reconsider their options and maybe pick a different route to go to help us get better test scores, because test scores are very important. Technology in the classroom is also difficult because of all the apps that there are on iPads or computers that you could just easily click off whatever you're learning to go and play a game. According to a mentor named Michael Gonscher, with no adults to supervise them, many kids use their network devices not for schoolwork but to play games, troll social media, and download entertainment. So having constant access to all these things makes it a lot harder for kids to stay focused. And I know from personal experience, like if I'm in a lecture or I'm taking notes on my iPad, if a notification pops up, it's very likely for me to just click that and then go start scrolling through that instead of doing my actual work. So I think that that's also a reason that it's not beneficial to have in the classroom, because it's really distracting. Technology in the classroom is also not good because it increases plagiarism. It's easy for kids to just airdrop each other assignments or look up the question and then find a Quizlet and then it pops up all the answers. And I know that that's just an easy way to do it, so kids just copy and paste everything and they're not actually learning things for themselves, which then this kind of ties into the test scores decreasing because they're not ever actually doing their work. They're just relying on the internet to do their work for them. So from an author, she said that students today can easily access essays, reports, class notes, tests, etc. online, making it much more difficult for teachers to know if the work their students hand in is original. So I think that that's something that teachers should also take into consideration if they want their kids actually to be learning. So in conclusion, I think technology in the classroom should be limited because it's distracting, test scores decrease, and plagiarism is a lot more likely. So I think teachers should take all of this into consideration before allowing technology in the classroom. Okay, I'm here with Kira and I'm going to ask her some questions about technology in the classroom. Kira, do you ever get distracted by the different apps that there are on the iPad, like when you get notifications?
Yes.
So you feel tempted to click on the notification and start looking at more things instead of doing your work?
For sure.
And have you ever thought about using the internet to cheat?
Yes, I've thought about it.
See, real proof. Do you ever feel tempted to use the internet to cheat on your work?
Yeah, all the time. There was actually one time a few years ago where I took my entire paper off the internet, and then there was another time like 2 years ago where I copied and pasted like this whole thing, and then there was another time earlier this year where I went online and then I looked up the answers to like all my homework assignments, and there was another time where I found a Quizlet that had all the answers to like this one worksheet I was working on for anatomy, and then this other time I was in chemistry and I found this other Quizlet and it had like all like the answers to like a test there, and then there was another time and it was actually for English, and all the prompts were already there for this one essay we had to write with the same prompts. I think it was sophomore year English, and then I did that. And then math, there's this one thing, many students already know of it. I forget what it's called. It's the app, Sadler, or what is it? What has all the answers?
Okay, I'm cutting this now.